Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo, just for you. Let's go. Welcome to the week, Change Gang. We get to dive in and talk all about the sign of Cancer today. Cancers are amazing. This is the caretaker, the healer, the empath. And if your sun is in Cancer, then you're likely these are the people really committed to family. And that doesn't always necessarily mean it's in a good way. It can be that family can rule your lives or be a difficult thing for you, especially in your younger years. They can let their hearts overrun their need for themselves and definitely give too much. These amazing souls are full of intuition and instinct, and they'll often connect well to animals and children because they're recognized as that caretaker, that healer. If your moon is in Cancer, this person feels everything in their body. Their intuition flows there, and they need time out to actually express all those emotions that they tend to feel. They need that quiet time. The home is where their heart is, and remember that Cancer is represented by the crab, the shell outside and the very soft underneath that is there. And the thing is, they often don't put that shell on until they've been poked at several times. It's a necessary part of who they are, though, and it allows them to move in our world in a better way. The shell is like a home and not meant to be that hard, protective thing that keeps others out. Cancerians, they're always navigating with their heart as part of the all. That's going to be a part of who they are, and that's important. Now, Saturn's in Cancer. This is where the lessons in finding a way to be in the position of, say, midwife is, in any given situation, the key. It's important that you not take on everything from everyone. You can help people experience and go through what they're going through without taking it on yourself. This placement can mean that there are definite lessons in this lifetime around family, and they likely start in childhood. This is one where I would say to look at those ancestral gifts and wounds, and maybe just be a part of both of them, be aware of both of them, I should say. Clear and embrace as you see fit, whether you need to carry forward those ancestral gifts or clear the wounds that are there. But don't dismiss it. Definitely take a look at that. And this placement, if you take the time early in life to learn about family relationships, about the dynamics, and how the home in general fits into your life here, you'll be spot on in living the life in the smoothest, simplest flow possible. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Step in and be aware of those things as early in life as you can, because it will let you flow in the simplicity that is life and family and relationships and all those things. Cancer in the North Node. This is all about figuring out your emotional body and knowing your emotions are a gift. It's okay to love being a part of your family, and it's okay if they're a part of your life lesson and you're kind of learning how to fit that in. Remember not to get stuck in sacrificing yourself for anyone, including and especially business. Falling into work to avoid feeling only drags you backwards. Instead, trust your feelings, your sensitivity, allow yourself to care, and take care of others and yourself. Know you are a healer in some way. Mercury in Cancer. These are the memory keepers. They remember through emotions and often have a photographic memory. The mind can get a bit circular here. It's not as linear in thought as others, and it creates thoughts around those emotions. And the stories are heartfelt in every way that come from those thoughts. And they're beautiful and sad and wild, all of it. They can tell a story here. The Mercury in Cancer mind can tell a story that takes them into the peaks and the valleys of life, and they do hang in there. They are consistent, and once their mind takes hold of something, it just goes with it. It may take a little time for it to actually grab hold of what it wants to do and where it wants to go. But once it's in play, there will be follow through. It's not often that they will reveal the depth of their inner thoughts to many people. You'll see that outer shell that I was talking about earlier display itself more often than not. And keep in mind that the sensitivity here is a superpower. So if you have this placement, you remember that and be in charge of it. You are in charge of those emotions. You are the one that processes them, acknowledges them, feels them, thinks about them, and goes somewhere with the story that you create for yourself. Venus in Cancer, oh my goodness, they love to make their home feel like a home. They want it to welcome everyone. And they'd love to have it be a sanctuary, a retreat, a place where it feels safe. Give them that and you're in. And show them that their feelings matter. Acknowledge them and never dismiss them as too emotional, too caring, or make it seem that somehow it's less because they feel so much. Comfort them when you can and show in return that you care about their feelings just as they care about yours. And share their joys and acknowledge the wisdom in their feelings. It's an incredible value to our lives to have people with Venus in Cancer. Be grateful for them. Mars in Cancer. Okay, these are the people that move through life feeling their way in situations. They may sometimes skitter sideways, so to speak, and avoid something that they don't feel is right or feel like it's going to overwhelm them. They'll sidestep a little bit, but that just gives them a little time, and they do want the time to kind of look at it and see what's going on and be able to process it at that emotional level. And they are so loyal and loving and always mean well in stepping up to be the caretaker. Though I know that sometimes it can actually take over and be a bit much. Just allow that. And if you have this placement, recognize that. Recognize that sometimes you can put too much out there. This can actually drain you or whoever this is pretty easily emotionally. So it's important that if you have this placement, to give and then rejuvenate yourself, especially by maybe taking a bath or swimming. Doing something connected to water will always recharge this person in the quickest and most complete way. Their actions will be methodical and valuable to everyone involved. So know that about yourself if you have this, and know that about the person around you or that you care about that have these placements. These people know in their body what is right, what is here, what is there. That instinct and that intuition flows through them in every placement that is Cancer. That comes into play. And this is where you also need to be the actual empath and not the sympath. And I did a podcast on that, and let me see if I can find out what that number was. Number 10, empath versus sympath, and the difference there is important and significant. So have a listen to that to go in depth, but it's basically managing the emotions in a conducive and good way for how you want to live in the world. And that's for everyone, but especially for people with any placement in Cancer. There you go. I hope that's helpful to you to understand yourself or to understand someone who is in your life, because these are such amazing people, and I hope that you recognize that. So there you go. I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead, and I will meet you right here next week. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.